morning and welcome to chapel. We have a special chapel this morning. We have a presentation that we certainly want you guys to see and enjoy, something that will be I think a surprise and an encouragement to you. Also, Ms. Harris will be coming later and be sharing with us today, and we're looking forward to her sharing her testimony with us this morning. We would like to start off the morning with the presentation, and to speak to you first will be Mr. Steve Cato, President of the Arkansas Baptist School Board.
Thanks again, and welcome to students and the guests here this morning at this assembly. Let's open with a word of prayer, please. Father, thank you for the day that you've given us and for the challenges that we face and the grace to succeed in those challenges. Father, thank you for the long history of Arkansas Baptist School System, for Arkansas Baptist High School, and for the many graduates that have graduated from this school and moved on to greater things in life. Father, we're expecting that from the current students, and Father, thank you for these students here in this room and their commitment to you and their commitment to excellence in education. Father, go with us through the rest of this assembly, that you may be praised. In Christ's name, amen. Again, thanks for the time. We will have an exciting announcement here in a minute. Let me introduce somebody that y'all know, Arthur Bennett, our superintendent. Arthur,
first of all, it is great to be here today, and I am very excited about what we're going to talk about for just a few minutes before Ms. Harris comes up to lead us in our chapel service. This is a very exciting day for me, and it's a very exciting day for you, I believe, because we wanted to come to you first as students, because this is your school. And we wanted to talk to you and make a very important announcement today about the future of our school. If I could have the first slide, please. If you look at the slide, you're going to see the growth in the high school enrollment. Now, some of you that's been around for 4 or 5 years, you know this, because you see the numbers in the hallway every day. You see the numbers trying to get to the restrooms every day. If you go back to 2005 to 2006, you'll see that on this campus we had 247 students. In 2006 we had 335. Presently we have 342. Our projection for next year is 356. So we keep going up. And then by 2009 we project 380, and by the fall of 2010 we project that we're going to have 400. This capacity, the school that we presently have, the size is built for about 320. You can just look around this room and understand where we are. So that's our projections, and show you a little bit about the growth of the school over the last few years. You can see that, as I said, the growth that we have. But what's been going on behind the scenes is some strategic planning. We had a strategic planning committee that worked for a year. Our board, school board, our foundation board, we've all been working toward a plan to handle the amount of growth that we're going to have on this campus. If you could put the next slide up, please. What we're doing, or beginning to do, and what we're announcing to you today, is that we have a capital campaign that is kicking off, that has already kicked off actually, but we're going public with it today. And it's called Continuing the Path to Excellence. And what this is going to include is the addition of a new 2-story building that will connect to this building out where the new where the lab is, where the new computer lab is. Will actually be one room of the new building. It's about 1,400. It's about a little over 15,000 square foot facility. We'll put that slide, please. Now, looking at the facility, and I know that you may not be able to know a lot about drawings, but I'm going to kind of point out where you are. They get the corner.
Yeah.
You point to the foyer of the other building. Okay, right. But that is the area that will connect to the existing building. Go down to where the computer lab is. That is the existing computer lab now. and actually it goes all the way out to the vestibule. That is the existing new lab. And remember, this is floor number 1. This is not the whole thing. The computer lab that's now won't be there anymore after next year. It'll be moved. It'll be moved upstairs to a new technology center that we're building upstairs. That will become a classroom. Next to that is going to be a teacher workroom and technology center. Yeah, I know. Just for teachers. It will have a big work area. We'll also have probably four computer workstations in that area for teachers. If you notice across the hallway, you will see the first set of restrooms that we're building. Now, the other part of the bottom floor, the big room on the bottom floor, will become the new band room. The band room is being built for 85 students. We presently squeeze 47, I believe, in our other band room. But that will be a band room that has all the instrument storage rooms, sectional practice rooms, individual private practice rooms. It's a state-of-the-art band room. Now, let's go back and before we go to the second floor and talk about what we're going to do. The band room that we use now will become the drama choir room. So we're going to move this out and stand in the bedroom. As I said, the computer lab we have now on that floor will be moved upstairs, so that's going to become your first classroom. So you get one classroom here on the bottom floor, you pick up another classroom, we're going to move the band room out of the present band room to the new band room. Okay, let's go to the floor. We'll go to the second picture, top floor. Okay, now on the second floor, if you start on the top, you're going to see we're going to have a technology center. There will be 2 technology labs with 25 to 27 computers between each one, and there'll be Mr. Bruce Smith's office will be in between, and they'll have a big storage area for computers. It's going to allow us to do a lot of different things in there with 2 classes going on at the same time, with maybe 1 instructor teaching both classes. If you come over to the right, you're going to see the 3rd classroom we're going to pick up. If you go up to the top up there, you're going to see the 4th classroom we're going to pick up. And we're also picking up the 5th classroom because, if you see, we got 2 technology labs. One's moving from upstairs, and then Miss Van Namen's room will become a regular classroom because her room will be moved to one of these labs. So we get 5 classrooms, a whole new technology center, a new band room, a new teacher technology workroom area, and your second set of restrooms upstairs. We'll have an elevator. We'll have an elevator, and also have it'll have an elevator, and it'll have an enclosed stairway to get up either way, and also an outside stairway. Now, the good news is about this is really only phase 1 of a 2-phase project. This is what we call phase 1. And this is what we're working toward. We're also working toward, I'm not even going to get into the second phase of what we're trying to do with the second phase, but this is our goal. This construction, if everything turns out like we think it's going to, this construction will start about the day school is out this year. It will be ready for occupation by the fall of 2009. Now, this coming up school year will be 2008. So it should be ready for occupation. It will be ready to occupy in 2009.